I'm tired, I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's so higher. I got keys, that girl's on fire.
It's week 6 of the National Football League.
Come and gone already, and we're off here in Week 6 on EA Sports. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams. Williams starting with a pass here.
I think we could give them a pass from last week because they still found a way to win, and that's the ultimate job of a quarterback. But those interceptions, that's not what we're used to seeing out of him week to week. 2 touchdowns, though, well, that's the bar he wants to hit each and every time out, and when he gets there, usually good things follow.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Play fake, Williams. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Rick Woolen with the INT. And the Seahawks regain possession as he makes the 30th interception of his career. So the first drive of the game ends not in points drop, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And leading them out is one of the league's longest tenured quarterbacks.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
He finds Sanders. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Smith and Jigba going to motion over left. From the red zone now. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. On 3rd down, Walker. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. It's just a 26-yarder down the middle. Aubrey puts it through, and they're on the board.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Return coming from the 14. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bears and their running back about to get back to work. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting second right now across the league in rushing yards. It's taken in by Rome Odunze. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Williams on the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
All right, here we go. Second down. They send a tight end in motion. The give here on second. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. And the Seahawks adding an extra DB here. Third down coming. Working from the gun, Williams. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a fourth down.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
He fields this at the 18. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it'll be Seahawks football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They go play action here. Hauled in left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Finds Sanders. And he gets him around 6 there. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll go with Walker on the counter. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker. The Bears into the nickel for 3rd down. Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. Into the hands of Walker. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Walker on 1st down. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 42. That's complete. Here's Brown. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Here we go, 2nd and very long. Pass complete to Walker. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And this one does not go far.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. Chicago getting set to take the field now. Things sure have started out rough, and they've stayed that way through 2 drives. Maybe drive number 3 here is where we see this offense get rolling. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 39. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. The Hawks dialing up the nickel D here. 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He completes it in traffic. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. So that connection for first will bring us to the end of the first. Just a field goal separates these two. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. That throw finds Komet. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down throw by Williams. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Chicago. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears take a 4-point lead. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Brown with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Gets this to Sanders. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a first down. They're going play action. He's got a man left. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Jalen Johnson with the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. To throw, here's Darnold. Walker hauls it in. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
They give up the gut to Walker. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. Zone thrown for a touchback. The Bears send Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. They're now set for 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. From the 38. Throwing the out route complete. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st down, Williams. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Williams to throw on 1st. Short pass brought in.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Working inside the red zone. Hits his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. This defensive battle has reached the 2-minute warning. The Bears driving. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Williams to throw on 3rd. The throw is caught. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds. A nice gain of 8 there, and it brings them to 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal. Pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. It's not loose. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Completed to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Dumped off to his running back. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. The Bears decide to call their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. This one's caught. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Third and just 2 to go. Williams from the gun. And he drops it in the end zone. The look was there on third down. But instead, it's incomplete. Williams throwing on fourth. Has it down close. And in for the Chicago touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears drive their lead to 11. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Brown with a return here. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Seahawks are going to take over late in the half. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to... Here's Darnold to throw. Dumps it off to his running back.
That defense, it'll give up that completion every time. They don't just like it, they love it. Because it creates a fun little race between everybody coming downhill to go make that tackle, or in this case, run him right out of bounds.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The defense takes its third and final timeout. So out now comes... All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bears in front. Now we'll send you from one end of the country. And with a push of a button, we say so long to the halftime report and jump right back to the start of the third quarter. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Brown with a return here. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Following the kick return, we've got enough, so we're going to get a stoppage here tended to. They're out and set, 1st and 10. First play of the